Howdy y'all, and welcome to another flashlight breakdown. Today we're going to be looking at the Olight Baton 3 Pro Max. I was looking through the video catalog that we had here after comparing this to the MH12 SE in another short, and I realized that we had no overview of this light, and so take this as a 6-month reflection of this light. In essence, this is a Baton 3 Pro using a 21700 upgraded battery along with some more fun upgrades thrown into the mix. And so please make sure that you're subscribed and that you like the video, as it really helps out the channel. And let's go ahead and check out this awesome light. So looking at the contents of this box, your dollar actually stretches pretty far, as included in the packaging you have your very own Baton 3 Pro Max with its customized 21700 battery already included, and then as well as that you have the charging cable, the L-shaped bracket, the pouch, the user manual, and the warnings. So pretty far. And then now let's get into the nitty-gritty overview of the Baton 3 Pro Max. The Baton 3 Pro Max comes equipped with a high-performance cool LED. However, it is worth mentioning, while this is the only tint that we sell, there is a neutral white and a warm white version that's available other places. You can also see here on the bezel where it displays the CRI index being 70 and then the different temperatures available. You have the 6500 Kelvin, which is the light that I have right now. It's the cool white. And then you have the 5000 Kelvin, which is the neutral white. And then the 3000 Kelvin, which is going to be your warm white. And then also here at the top, right above the clip, is the proximity sensor. They've hidden it pretty well in this light, so I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but rest assured it is right here. And then moving down a little bit, you have the CW, meaning that again, this light is the cool white version. And then as well down here, you have the two-way clip, which again, Olight is infamous for. I love this two-way clip. It makes it super easy to carry. And then here in the side switch, you have the battery indicator light, where I have the keys for you here on screen. And activating the battery indicator light is actually pretty intuitive, as it has the shake awake system, as they call it, and the light activates whenever you shake it. Like so. And Olight fanboys, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this system is unique to this light, and this is the only light that has the shake awake system so far. And then onto the body itself here, I'm a big fan of the grip and texturing that Olight puts on their lights, and the body is of course anodized aluminum alloy. And then here at the tail of the light, it's magnetic, so you can go ahead and stick it anywhere and it will hold itself in place while you work. And this is also how you charge the light, as it charges wirelessly with the included charging pad. And then with the pad attached, it'll turn red while it's charging. And then whenever it's fully charged, it'll turn back green. And now this is how you work the flashlight, just in case you've been a little bit confused the past 6 months. So first, a short press will turn on the light. And while the light is on, you can go ahead and hold the side switch to cycle between your modes, and that being low, medium, and high. But of course, this light actually has 6 modes that you can enter into, so let's go ahead and teach you how to get onto turbo. So to get into turbo, simply double click the side switch, like that. But then you can also, of course, get into it by double clicking it while the light is also on, and then you can just, feel all 2,500 lumens that this thing is capable of. Firstly, a bit of a strobe warning, but also in order to get into your strobe mode, all you have to do is triple tap the side switch, which again is not too pleasant to look at. And then less intense is the instant moonlight mode, and then to enter said mode is while the light is off, just simply hold the side switch for 1 to 2 seconds, and then let go once the light comes on. However, if I were to hold the side switch longer than 1 to 2 seconds past whenever the light comes on, like I'm doing now, back off, it enters lockout mode to where I can't accidentally activate it. If I were to bump up against it or it were to bang up against something in my backpack, it won't accidentally activate. That's what the red light means. However, shake to wake still works in this mode, which is a nice attention to detail moment right there. And then to unlock the light, all you have to do is hold the side switch for longer than 1 to 2 seconds until you enter moonlight mode again, and then you are back to normal operation. So a really slept on feature in my opinion is the timer mode that this comes equipped with. You can turn it on, and then after a certain amount of time it will turn itself off. And so to access that with your light on, all you have to do is tap hold and it'll flash once, or if you have trouble with that, I like to remember ta-da, and that's the cadence that I use to get it. So after flashing once, the timer starts for 3 minutes. However, if you were to do that again, ta-da, it flashes twice, meaning that the timer is set for 9 minutes. And then to simply reset the timer, all you have to do is turn it off and back on again. Or if you are in a 9-minute mode, you can simply ta-da it again, and then you can get back to the 3-minute timer. And so you can see right here, I have the 9-minute timer, and then to get back to the 3-minute timer, ta-da, and then one flash, I'm back to the 3-minute timer. And that also resets the time. And lastly, as you've been seeing me wave my hand around, you can probably see the proximity sensor activating. And so in order to temporarily turn that off, all you have to do is, with it obstructed, you can double tap it and it'll ignore its feature and go to the turbo setting. And then to further customize your proximity sensor and turn it off permanently, all you have to do is, while it's charging, act like you're locking out the light, hold the side switch for more than 2 seconds. You'll see the LED come on and then back off again. And then now your proximity sensor is permanently off. And now that you've disabled your proximity sensor, your light is locked. And so all you have to do is unlock it again by simply holding the side switch until your moonlight's on. And then watch this. You have your turbo on, no proximity sensor. And then to get your proximity sensor back, all you have to do is do the same thing in reverse, lock out the light while it's charging again, and you will have your proximity sensor back. Also, it's worthwhile to mention that your light is functional while it's charging. The only caveat is the fact that you cannot enter turbo mode. You only have your moonlight mode, which is the 1 lumen, and then your normal low, medium, and high. And finally, what we've all been waiting for, let's get on to some specs. The Olight Baton 3 Pro Max boasts 5 brightness modes, with the lowest being Moonlight at 1 lumen, which lasts an insane 2 months of runtime. Next would be Low at 15 lumens, that has a runtime of 180 hours. Next would be Medium at 120 lumens, which can last 23 hours. High at 800 lumens for 243 minutes before stepping down. And then Turbo at a crazy 2,500 lumens that steps down after a minute. Also, at this turbo setting, it has a beam intensity of 5,295 candela that spreads over 158 yards of throw. This light is also IPX8 waterproof and impact resistant up to 1.5 meters, which is always nice. And then I have the dimensions here on screen. I think it's perfect for EDC, as it has the perfect 2-way clip, and that also comes included with a pouch, which gives it plenty of portability alone, outside of the size being super comfortable, both in my pocket and, you know, here in my hand. And then as for my review and just thoughts on this light, first off, I feel like no one's really touched on this in the videos that I've watched in these past 6 months, but I feel like no one's talking about how wide of an angle this light has. This has the widest angle of almost any flashlight that I've tested. Like, it's to the point where I can be holding this out in front of me straight ahead and my toes will still be like flooded with light. It's insane how wide it is. And then on top of my whole field of view just being covered in light, the battery life of the 21700 is super nice on this light. I mean, I was using it on all modes at the creek and in the park, and it never dropped below green the entire time I was out there. And that's just super impressive, and it's super nice as well. And of course, this light was super easy to carry with the 2-way clip, and I feel like Olight made it a great size as well. Some people might think this is a little bit too big for EDC because of the 21700 inside, but for me, I feel like it's the perfect size. And I like the upgraded battery because the more battery life, and more flashlight fun that way. And that's going to do it for today's coverage of the Olight Baton 3 Pro Max. I hope that you found this video helpful for at least a little bit of remembrance, or who knows, maybe you learned something new. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.